This portrait I painted of myself is a huge failure. I mean, look at the skin tones. I made them too dark and maybe a bit green. There are visible breaks from light to shadow. It's horrible. But those are the very same reasons it's a huge success. Here's why. I'm currently on the process of learning myself through therapy and finding myself more through art. What I found about myself through therapy is that I deal with a lot of anxiety, have very horrible thoughts about myself, and that I question life too unreasonably. What I found about myself through my art is that all that goes away once I get something down. My life, my worries. Painting puts me at peace. I utilize creating art as a powerful way to release all of my mental anguish. Even if it's super difficult to take into account all the factors when it comes to painting, something about the difficulty just makes me excited. Most importantly, I shifted my brain to believe that there is no failure, just learning points. This state of mind is honestly a hack. I feel too happy and positive for my brain to want to even worry about anything when I'm painting. I even look at myself in the mirror and see myself differently. I think more positively. I appreciate my features, and my constant objective for every painting is to make it look good on my terms. So that means I should be more positive about how I look at myself and what I should say to myself. Imagine if you paint a portrait of yourself just to say how horrible it is. Sure, considering the relative beauty of what you made doesn't look great, but what you painted was you. Since art has become my escape from reality and mental repair, I'm not going to look at what I painted and call it a failure. It doesn't even have to be a portrait of myself to not call it a failure. Regardless if what I learned was how to use a brush correctly, how to mix flesh tones, a better way to paint the structure of my face, or how wet on wet paint works together, I learned something, and that's what's most valuable in my life. Whenever I paint my portraits, I offer myself love. Failure should only ever matter in horseshoes and hand grenades. Change the way you think about failure. What do you look at failure as? How does failure feel like to you? How could you change the way you look at failure? I think everyone is destined to be great in this world. Just most people don't inspire others to be. I'm here to inspire you to be your greater self. Be easier on yourself when you believe you've failed or aren't achieving what you want. Learn from your happy mistakes, and you might just find more love for yourself. Let me know if you'd like to hear my in-depth analysis of failure, how I see it, and how I overcome it in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed my mindset and what I have to say when it comes to my paintings and my life. That's all for now. And remember, every decision is a creative decision.